What is up, Gun Nation? Ammo Wizard here. Today, I want to talk about several things. Probably should be 3 separate videos, but I'm trying to combine it today. First thing I want to talk about is all this chaos that's going on. New Jersey governor has suspended the NICS checks, the NICS background checks. So, even if they are allowing you to buy firearms, lowers and stuff, you cannot buy it because you can't do a background check. So guys, that's important that we keep a hold of that. Keep tabs on all that. It's no good, guys. We need to be prepared. There's some people are, some people ain't. We've all been trying to tell everybody for months and years to be prepared for the unknown. And they failed to do that. So they're out here panic buying. But on the other hand, we have new shooters. We have new people buying their first firearm. Some people always wanted to do it. Some people probably just said, well, I need to protect myself. They finally woke up and realized that it was necessary for their safety and security. But the other part I want to talk about is the top six calibers to have in a time like this. First one, 22 Longrifle. These right here, $17. These right here, $18. Before most of this happened. Now, you can't find it. I bought these at another store. Then I went to another store and bought these. And I wiped them out. Me and another guy from work, we wiped them out. I think it was about 8 boxes. So we both got 4 boxes. This is just a little extra stuff that I scrounged it up. All the scraps that I scrounged up, guys, at the last minute. Mainly because I've relocated and a lot of my other stuff is in different locations for different reasons. One being I have a lot of stuff, and if something happened to my house, it blew away in a hurricane, tornado, or got overtaken by the authorities or whatever, all my stuff would be gone, guys. So I diversified it, and so I didn't have much on hand at this location, so I went out and bought some more stuff. But your number one round to have is 22. The reasons: you can hunt with it, you can train with it, you can buy it in bulk, you can stock up a lot of it. There's over 2,000 rounds right there. You can use it for self-defense if you had to. I don't recommend it. If you do, I recommend getting CCI Stingers or CCI High Velocity Velocitors, because CCI is pretty much the best reliable company of 22 ammo that you can buy. And everybody has 22s stockpiled up. The most of the serious gun owners. So, worst case scenario, we're in a zombie apocalypse or something like it, we can go out and find 22 in our neighbors' houses. Next thing, 9mm. 9mm ammo. 9mm Glock, 17, 19. Most popular handguns in the world. Pretty much. There's a lot of 9mm to be found, if necessary. Military uses it, so does our law enforcement. So if we have to scrounge it up from them, they're carrying the same thing. Most of them are carrying Glocks. So if you're carrying Glocks, your ammo, your magazines are going to be compatible. We use the firearms, the parts, or whatever to fix your own. Next thing, shotgun. 12 gauge shotgun, guys, is very, very useful. Pump, single action, bolt action, lever action, it don't matter. But the single shot 20 gauge can be diversified into shooting all these rounds that I have here today, guys. All these rounds, every one of them, you can get adapters to shoot every one of these and a lot more. The other one, 223, 556 for your AR platform or your AR pistols. I just built this a couple weeks ago. It's on an ATI lower with a Aero Precision upper and a BS4 brace. Really good gun, guys. I love it. Next one is the Caltech 380. I've had this gun for many years. Your 380 ammo. 380 ammo, guys. A lot of people use that for self-defense. A lot of women, some men. I don't really like this gun particularly too much, but I keep it around for a backup. I have this gun. I have a Jimenez 380, which is garbage. It's kind of broke. The breech, the chamber, cracked on it, and but yeah, I only gave $65 for that gun. But your 22 9mm 380 and your 556 or 223. This is your most popular rifle, pretty much in the world, when it comes to civilians. But again, our military and law enforcement uses the same caliber. Law enforcement pretty much uses the same platform. The military has the M16, the M4. It's a little different, but our magazines, a lot of the parts could be compatible. You can find it to replace, to fix your firearm. Very useful, guys. So all these rounds you should stock up on, and you should have firearms to shoot them. The other rounds, I don't have them set out at the moment. I did have. It's the 7.62 by 39. The sixth round that you should keep on hand, guys, you should have a firearm to shoot, is your AK platform, your SKS platform, your Mini 30s, and so on. It's a 30 caliber round. You can mostly shoot steel case. It's very available. Not right now, of course, but very cheap. You could have stocked up on that. So if everything gets better, guys, you can check that out. But everybody should have all these rounds and all these particular rounds. You may have a 20 gauge. That's kind of popular too. I do have several 20 gauges. But I have a lot more shotgun ammo for 12 gauge, and I use 12 gauge the most. You guys can also use these mini shells. These mini shells are very handy, guys, to put in your shotgun. You can hold a lot more of these than you can of any of your regular shotgun shells. And you can buy a little adapter on Amazon to shoot the mini shells in a pump reliably. So that will increase your capacity by using these. The other thing, advice for new gun buyers and new shooters. If you don't have ammo or you don't have no place to shoot, guys, please read your instruction manual back and forth, in and out. The next thing to be able to shoot your gun accurately and safely is knowing your firearm and you're knowing it in and out and knowing what every function does on it and how it shoots and when it shoots and everything. You need to know your firearm platform in and out on your weapon of your choice and your rifle and your pistol that you use. My mistake for years was that I'm a gun guy and I go out and buy a new gun because I think I like it, I want it, it looks pretty, cute, tactical, whatever, and I start shooting that, and then I move on to the next, and I moved on to the next, especially with my handguns. So then I realized that a few years back, like, hey, I'm not getting adequate training, and I'm not improving too much because I was trying to shoot a double action and train on it, and then I was going to a striker fired weapon. Guys, we have to train on the main platform weapon that we're using, whether that would be an AR pistol, SKS, AK-47, a Glock 19, or 9mm G3, or a 1911. Like, those are all different weapon platforms, guys. Different calibers, they all do different things. Like, this platform is very, very different from an AK. Very different. And your 1911 is very different from your G3 or your XD or your M&P or your Glock. Very different platforms. So guys, very important. If you can't shoot, you got your firearm for the very first time, read your instruction manual. Most crucial. I know I do not do it mostly unless I have an issue come up. But guys, in this situation, if you're a new shooter, the best thing for you to do is read your instruction manual and get familiar with your weapon, and then dry fire practice it. Dry fire means you cock a bat, you pull the hammer back, you shoot it with no ammo. Guys, do not have any ammo in visible sight when you do this. Check it 2 or 3 times. Check your weapon. After you read your manual, make sure you do not have any rounds out and available. You can train most of your firearm techniques and everything dry fire. The only thing you can't really get is the percussion and the recoil training that you need. But other than that, you can get your trigger squeeze down. You can get your sight picture, sight alignment down. You can practice your draws. You can practice your reloads. And buy some snap caps. Most of them are probably on your shelves if they're still open for you to go in. You can probably still get those. I'll have a video coming out on how to make your own pretty soon. So stay tuned for that. I use them a lot for dry fire practice. The way I make them, you can also make rubber bullets with them and shoot them in your garage or your basement. It's another video, guys. I'll have to explain that later. But, guys, please read your safety manual because it'll teach you how to operate the firearm, everything you can do and can't do with the firearm, and it has most of the safety rules in there. And that's another reason I told you to read your manual, because it's very crucial that we be safe with our firearms. There's nothing wrong with firearms. They're very safe if handled properly. If misused, they are very unsafe and they are very deadly. That's why a good guy can only stop a bad guy with a gun. That's why an armed society is a polite society. Because when we responsible gun owners, we carry ourselves in a different manner than people out here on the street that don't care about human life or their responsibilities or anything else. So that's why an armed society is a polite society. Guys, please subscribe, like, comment, subscribe. Please help me out, guys. I can't do this without y'all. I hope everybody stays safe, has everything that they need at the moment. Mo Wizard out.